Hey there, I thought this was a perfect time to shoot a quick message to you because the holidays are upon us. In a couple of days, it will be Thanksgiving. And for a lot of people, this is not always the most wonderful time of the year. Holidays can be magical and amazing, and so much time with family and friends, and just a lot of wonder and excitement. But it can also be hard. It can be hard if someone we love is, like for me, was in addiction for 15 of her 30 years, my daughter. And I dreaded the holidays. I would try to survive them. I would try to get through them. I would try to just breathe until they were over. Couldn't wait for them to be over. In fact, I remember a few years ago that on the morning after Christmas, I literally said to Rich, first thing I said was, I made it. I made it. And what was sad is that I used to love the holidays. I loved Christmas especially, but it was just too hard because Jamie was out there basically killing herself. And then in all these years since she has died and we don't have any justice yet in her case. So I know my whole point is I know what it's like to just try to make it through the holidays. And I thought if I gave you a few tips that have helped me, they might help you. And your case might be completely different. It might be just the ordinary stresses of the holidays. But I think these tips are going to help you. I have 5 of them here. I could give you about 25, but I'm just doing a quick video here. I'm going to give you 5 of them. And I think, truthfully, the very best one is at the end. So hang on and definitely check all 5 of these out and let me know in the comments. I'd really like to know which one of these have helped you. So the first thing is kind of obvious, but it's like, don't run yourself ragged, right? You don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to do everything. This kind of relates to my second tip, but you don't have to try to make sure you do this and make sure you do that and have all of these expectations. I feel like often the expectations that we put on ourselves come from ourselves. I remember that my sister-in-law told me years ago that she's always very disappointed after every birthday, any kind of special event that she puts on because she had so many expectations and they never turn out the way she wanted them to, the way she expected them to. And this is actually going to relate to another one of my tips coming up here. So the next one is to say no. It's okay to say no. I know some people have FOMO, that fear of missing out, and they want to make sure they're running around doing everything, but it's okay to say no if it's better for your heart, for your healing, for your peace of mind. It is okay, literally, to say no. I can't attend, or no, I can't host. The next tip I have is to honor the hole in your heart. If you do have somebody that's missing from your holiday table, from your festivities, it's okay to spend a little time grieving. It's okay. Just don't spend all of your time in grief. So I think if you do this one little thing, that you spend that time bawling your eyes out if you need to, it'll help you to then enjoy the people that are with you. My friend Annelle has a son who's been in addiction and homeless for decades now. And what she has done is she would literally have this chair and she would purposely make herself so sad. She would look through pictures, music, whatever it was that made her sad. And she would just try to get it all out. And then she could go enjoy the rest of the day with her family. So maybe that tip will help you too. My 4th tip is that nobody's perfect. And so it kind of relates to what I was saying earlier about expectations, that we expect all of these things to happen a certain way. Sometimes we even envision, like this person might say that and this person will sit here, and then it doesn't work out like that. Or somebody ends up grumpy or just something goes wrong. Here's the thing you need to remember. You can't expect things to be perfect if you're going to invite imperfect people to your festivities, or if you're going to attend with imperfect people, which would be everybody, including us. So just try to just go with the flow as much as possible. And that leads me to the best tip of all, and it's this. And I feel like if you could really just get this one down and keep reminding yourself of this, it's going to make the biggest difference. And it's literally just a mindset shift. And it is this: one day, whatever holiday it is, it could be even a birthday later on in the year, anything. is one day. Let's say Christmas is 2 days because it's Eve and the next day, but even so, it's only two. But most days we're talking about are only one out of 365. I should have done the math on that first. I could have given you a percentage. It is such a small percentage of your year that it is not worth stressing yourself out over and getting yourself so down that it then affects another and another and another, and possibly a week, maybe even a month, maybe even your whole life. Just remember, this holiday is just one little day. So don't put so much pressure on this holiday. I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving, a Merry Christmas, whatever it is that you celebrate during the holidays. And on we go to 2026. Again, in the comments, let me know which of these tips helped, or maybe you have another tip that you'd like to let others know about. Have an awesome day.